point, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Check. Check hot route. Hot. To the car.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 6 guys. 59. 54.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Check nickel, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, baby.
Travis Kelce, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stick.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Kill.
31.
Hey, check 24. Shoot. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hatch it. Switch it.
24.
Check 24. Watch
24.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
What is that? 19.
Got one.
Alert.
Tight left. 3 down.
36. Out.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Reset. 19.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
24.
On on the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. 77 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Check 13. Check 13. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Undercrunch. 31. Undercrunch. Kill, kill, kill. Back, back, back.
At 24.
from the gun. Here's Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 19.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 20.
24.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Defense, win 55. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in. Check 3, check 3.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check 9, check alert. Shit. Check 43.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yellow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Yellow. I've got blue lane.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Now Mahomes. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Strong left. 4 down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert! I can score!
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
We're set! 19!
Tackle.
To the car!
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A run for Nick Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
We're set! 19! Alert!
Switch! Hey!
19!
24! He's checking! Crash! Check!
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Check 4, check 4.
24 down, he's coming.
On 2nd and goal, Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Hey, 59!
3 down. Check 37, check 37.
Hey, 55!
SOS.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Raiders 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
24. Alert 3.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 12. At the 11-yard line.
Set. 19. I got you. I got you. Shoot. 24.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Kill. Hey, 31. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, 54. Bang.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Rush comes and they block it. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And this is going to set up a 1st and goal from the 5. So a great special teams play. They block the punt, and excellent field position, 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Tighten up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC-10. A big play that time out of Chubb. 68 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Hey, we got a seal. Exit. Hey, watch this. Watch twist.
They'll give it to Mixon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Raiders 13.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check your hot read.
In the car.
From his goal line here, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Bucky Hodges, 96 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Chiefs 40, Raiders 20. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Jim.
Hey, 59.
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Let's get this.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Today,